first. Please accelerate a lot.
I'm going to try, okay?
See what the drivers in the car here are going to want to do.
You see how fast the pace car got out of there?
Oh my God.
Oh God! What is going on?
Oh my gosh, we've got a big accident here on
I'm
the...
gonna go ahead and... Oh,
Yep.
God.
Oh no, we've got drivers upside down.
Is that a survivable thing?
I don't know that it... Well, they have the halo, these cars. Conan coming up on yet another driver he doesn't respect.
Careful, you're gonna psych potato lobster out there.
Which are famously, of course, famous two-wheel drive cars.
Left.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Onto gravel.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
That was my bad.
To the forbidden zone.
We might wind up back on the road.
Wait, we are. Look to your right.
We're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
Yeah, we're on the gravel.
Wait, what?
But they're back up.
Yeah.
Holy crap, they're still moving.
How is the car? Is it drivable?
So, Route 35 righty over connect
Oh,
and
holy crap.
minus left
They're gonna
50.
go for it.
Right pink don't. And
Oh,
So the Legends cars are our rear-wheel drive, which means that as they transfer weight, they are gaining grip, and obviously the TCR cars are front.
and then there's this. Oh, the car's like popping into existence in the back there.
max press 50.
Yeah! All right. Now 629.
629.39 with a massive accident.
So think of the little pirouettes you were
Yeah.
Moving on. The math for Space Beauties is somewhat more
We
complicated.
should put him on ice.
Space Beauties needs to invent time travel so he can go back to the beginning of the season to do better, preferably all the way back to when the dinosaurs raced go-karts.
You just had fun with AI for this one.
Sir,
Oh.
sir.
Oh, no.
Well, now you know why they put roll cages in convertibles.
Thank you so much for having us.
This is,
Hey.
hold on, sorry, we gave you the Here.
I'll just return this.
Oh, how did he get the pace on that? Is that Yelmo?
That looks like Yelmo.
Holy shit.
He must have had a hell of an exit on turn 7 there. But offside is not giving it up.
Oh,
no, he doesn't lift.
Offside. Oh, that's pretty. That's real pretty.
Let's go to the...
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's good. Bonk.
Bring me the dirigible camera.
He actually might
Not if Kyle has something to do with it. He's within spitting distance.
Pretty aggressive.
Oh!
Oh, there's been
There's your shot, buddy.
Space Ponies keep it together. Oh, he's not giving it up
There's
like
no
that.
way I can take
Wow.
It's a great question. Would you like to see him enter the Brundle? That is what the turn is called.
It's not called the Brundle, it's called Brundle. If you put a the in front of it, it becomes something else entirely.
There's only one of them. Tonight on Tonight We Race. We race. And then one of us presses a button. We are out to the pod quad for the cold opener in this season 4 episode 6 episode of Tonight We Race, the last one of the season, and already things are occurring. Conan, who just cannot resist, Conan's in pod 2 tonight, just cannot resist doing a wheelie under all circumstances.
But this time, a wheelie with a go-kart with unbalanced wheels.
Well, calling it a go-kart, I think, is unfair.
Okay,
because
fine.
it does have a 600cc motorcycle 4-stroke engine in it, which produces approximately 125 horsepower, and it does rev to pretty much the moon. Oh, he's fine. All of our drivers are fine. The haptics, to the best of our knowledge and liability insurance, are not strong enough to actually wound anyone here. This is the open qualifier for the cold open race, and so they've got 3 minutes left to have any sort of time whatsoever. What we should have done is dial the actuators down to reduce the ridiculous amount of noise you could probably hear behind us right now. But instead...
What happened there?
Just dancing out here.
Instead, we've chosen to bleed money out the back of the broadcast by leaving the actuators turned up. Instead, I guess we lowered the race time for the cold open to 10 minutes because
Started mild and then
this is
very violent.
We're very inefficiently heating the studio.
yeah, we are turning electricity into heat and motion. And MrGoat, back from his travel, he's taking the wide open arm stance of a manual driver here. Has he decided his quali is over? What are we looking at for times here? Let's duck back out to the spectator cam where he's going to bring up the numbers for us. It's going to be... Oh, no, I want the lap times. Yeah, no. I want quali laps. There we go.
Oh, 13.
What a surprise. Kasey Knight with a 13.9. These are very small laps. It's a very, very small laps. 14.3, 14.4, and 15. So 14 to 15.1 is not actually that big of a spread here. So this is going to be, I'd say, tight competitive racing for the cold open, but nothing about this looks tight. It's questionably competitive. Mojo in Pod 1 for his broadcast debut on Tonight We Race. Subbing in for Potato Lobster tonight, who could not make it. That deep bench of ready drivers starting to pay off dividends here. That was it. That was the bench. That is the entire bench of local drivers.
I was about to ask.
Emptied out onto the studio floor.
And then we start cutting into the production staff. If you,
I figured the nicest thing I can do for you is not make you drive.
that is true.
Is an excruciating experience if you're in an unfamiliar car. Getting a lot of actuator noise back there. Who could that possibly be? It could be literally anyone here. 40 seconds remaining on our open qualifier, and then the real fun begins. For some definition of real fun. Duffy back out in his Oscar Mayer Wiener livery, although I don't think the car is in his... Can I have a Duffy cam, please? What has he done to the back of this car? In the cold open, we don't have quick reference camera controls, unfortunately. I'm making tech do actual work right now. Ooh, ooh, oh! We'll turn around. Oh, God!
Oh, no.
I have a feeling... Jeez.
There is a flag.
Yeah,
Fortunately, it's checkered.
I don't even have a quip for this. That's insane. All right, that's going to bring them in, and the session's going... Oh, you got me the Duffy cam here. That's very very Barbie.
Well, it's kind of fun getting the hang of it, but good lord.
Oh, yeah. I had some good
Still
turns.
don't have the hang of it.
I don't think any of us...
As they session in and grid in for the actual cold open race, joined by the official pace truck of the dirt oval circuits in iRacing. The truck might actually be a pretty fun ride here, quite frankly.
Like that weird thing that I keep trying to do good at, and I see the guys who are good at this, and I'm like, no thank you.
Forced into a parade lap.
That's fair.
I see that KFox has put together an Ava-themed livery for the evening.
So we're all wheeling, right?
Oh yeah, we are clutch dropping, wheeling this immediately.
Who hasn't gridded in?
Are we missing one grid member?
Mara, biggest wheelie gets points, yeah?
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I didn't realize
We're
that.
gonna count down for 3, right?
Oh no! We already have a false start. How could this be?
Move. You're not,
The parade lap has not even started, and we already have a false start.
Do they care?
Jesus Christ, Conan.
I did a pretty.
Can you
pretty
tell
good.
who the motorcycle drivers are? Just kind of up front here.
All I can see was sky.
Yeah, thank you for that. That was not needed.
All you have to do is stay behind the pace truck for one lap.
Can I have
The
the
only
picture?
thing you have to do.
Lap the pace truck. Somebody just entered the pace truck.
Casey has decided
Man
to
now.
get to know the pace truck on a more intimate level.
Very intimate with the pace truck.
They need to clean their. They need to vacuum their.
Consent is everything. If the truck is
Interior is
down,
very
we're not here to
dirty.
judge. Pace is off, and it's just going to be the nerds and their green flag, and they're off. Probably the most tightly packed they're going to be. Oh, wrong camera. There we go. Oh, the pace truck is getting back to its spot. KFox, the Sprint Car 36, out to an early lead here around our little third of a mile track. Easing into the drift necessary to carry maximum speed around there. And we have a pile up at the back. Pulling back out to the quad.
They're telling me I cut the course.
What course?
Duffy, the Oscar Mayer Wiener man himself, maintaining pace with the pack. Offside, hot on his heels. Offside, making a move to the front and moving up. Past Mojo in the Pod 1 seat. Mojo now staring at the rear cone of the Utah crew. Once again, I have hit the wrong... Can you tack me for that? I got to stop hitting that button. Thank you. You'd think that after 4 seasons, I would know how to work the handheld. Well, that's smooth and everything, but not dramatic. A little bit of slip angle there as we're coming around. Almost impact with car number 7. Who's doing that? Let's go here. It's really weird having Conan not on pod 4.
A little bit.
Like, I have muscle
hey
memory
now.
around just like, oh shit, drama, hit pod 4.
Speaking of trauma,
Oh.
totally safe re-entry.
Conan getting nice and intimate with pod 3. Actually, I guess that's the Utah crew. The for better or worse, the Race Lab telemetry always up to date versus the
It's
black
so
box settings in
slick up top.
iRacing for reasons I do
Yeah,
not
it really
understand.
is.
Like I want to
Big
run
slip
up
angle
top
coming
of
around,
the
and he
speed
eats
and
something
run
from
down
the side
low,
that we
but
cannot
like,
see.
I kind of have to run down low. To
The
be
D-box
safe, and, like,
actuators visibly
that's so
knocking him
risky.
around the cockpit, which,
Oh,
again,
God.
we probably
Oh,
should
no.
have turned
No.
down for the purposes of this race. Checking in with Mojo, our newest driver in Pod 1, clearing the hazard on the outside of the track. We are at
Oh no!
7 minutes. Scope. Oh, whoa. Woo.
The leader has been taken out. The leader has been taken out.
Ends up on his wheels. That's all you can ask for.
Partially responsible, but not fully responsible.
Wait, was everybody on the lead?
Also,
lap
the
taken
crippling
out?
nausea. You cut the course.
I'm still in the lead.
Gotta slide that in there.
So I'm hearing that Duffy was partially responsible for that. Duffy out in traffic. He seems to be doing fine. A little bit of contact in these cars is fine, but wheel-to-wheel contact is somewhat fatal.
Speaking of,
Oh, dear. Oh, goodness. Oh, he's fine. He's been facing the right direction.
I did a 360 and kept going.
MrGoat in Pod 4. Trading rubber with Duffy, who I believe attempted to put together a Barbie livery. It's a little tough with that little sheet metal and tube to work with, but you do what you can.
guess that solves my
Tech was
question
telling
about
us a
no
story about
automatic
how
reload.
professional sprint car drivers come up to speed on a track like this, and it's much, much slower than this. All of which is to say we're not very smart here. I'm looking at the audio levels without us talking. Good evening. Oh, Cars and Coffee's here. How you doing? Thanks for coming out. We are always happy to have you here. We are in the cold open. About 5 minutes remaining on that, and then we will get down to the actual business of league race. Oh, geez, that looks... Ooh. Conan managing to dive through the gap there.
Come on, Barbie,
Again,
go on,
Conan not
Barbie!
being on pod 4 is really blowing my mind right
Too
now.
bad. Party's
Back to half a second lead.
Look at that smirk. That is the smirk of a man that knows he's in a relaxed contact rule set.
Incident points.
Hello, everyone. Jacob, how are you doing this evening? Yeah, Malcolm, actually, that's more or less exactly what you've stumbled upon. Welcome to Tonight We Race. We are a private, invite-only sim lounge that performs live broadcasts every Wednesday night while we are in season. There's more going on than that, but for the purposes of YouTube, that's exactly what we are, and I hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Back shot of the... Oh, we can't say that word anymore. Here's a shot from the rear. No. Here is a camera that looks this way in the studio. I'm going to go back to the racing.
You want a party?
No.
Everyone is doing great, Jesse. Thank you for asking.
Sure.
Yes.
With the exception of whatever the hell
No, it's
Duffy was
okay.
doing
It's
over
funny.
there at that exact moment.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear.
Oh, you're
Sir, that is... There's one rule on this track, and that's you go counterclockwise. It's the only rule they enforce. We are down to 4 minutes remaining in our 10-minute cold open. This is the warm-up for the evening. Just giving our drivers a little palate cleanser before they get into the meat of the league racing tonight. And also giving all of our Detox Gear a workout. We are going to have to tune this place up bolt by bolt after this session.
This will make it easy, right? It's going to shake everything
It's
loose.
just literally tighten everything. Although, I will say... since we have moved to Nordlocks on the actuators, I have not had to tighten a single actuator since November? Is that when we did this?
Probably.
So I guess that's a side plug for Nordlock locking washers. They do the job. Back out to the quad. This is, of course, not for points and not for anything other than the prestige. And yet, everyone taking it very seriously, except Conan, who thinks he can race a sprint car with one hand.
It's got two hands on there.
He didn't before.
I mean, you're just turning left.
Officer, I was running my hands through my hair. Let's be honest. When you have that hair, it's okay if you run your hands through your hair.
Ow.
You should see it when he tries. Back out to the quad, and all of our drivers accumulating helmet mess. None of them choosing to wipe it.
There is a button for that. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Couple.
Explicitly put together a button for them,
Button is top left.
which they are not using. Conan chasing down what appears to be some sort of weed mobile. Can't imagine who could possibly be in that car. Duffy once again performing the clockwise inner race inside the counterclockwise outer race here.
I mean, if you just circle the start and finish line.
Yes, the temperature is actually pretty great. So here's the secret. We actually pre-cool the lab before showtime. We bring all the mini splits in the various sections of the lab down to about 66 degrees before party time, and then by the end of the night, we get to about 73, which is okay. And that's what you can do with the AC resources we have available here. The next location that we're looking at has a massive ceiling system and was originally a exercise studio, and we expect we'll be able to keep up just fine. Thank you for asking. No one ever asks about the conditions in here. That's very nice of you.
I mean, it is 90 degrees outside
It
today.
it is 90 degrees out there. So one of the reasons we call this the secret underground racing laboratory is we are a couple inches below grade, and this lab is up to, let's call it up to the shins, buried in the ground. And therefore, we get a lot of ground cooling effect through the concrete pad here, which is very nice. Checking in on our drivers before we bring it in with 20 seconds remaining. Mojo is about a lap behind. Tonight we race 2. Tonight we race 2, which is Conan, is about 7 seconds behind. Tonight we race 4. Mr. Goat going to give those 7 seconds back right the fuck now. Oh!
I mean,
Oh my god.
Oh, he's up! Right into the sun.
I got third. Come on.
Oh, thank God.
All that effort not paying
Oh,
off
I was
until
so
the
close
absolute
lapping the
last
field.
second. What a shame. Finishing out here with Duffy and the wheel clip. And another wheel clip.
I mean,
At this point, I don't think they're
laps
trying
down,
to
so-
avoid contact. The race is over.
you lapped us a few times.
Bring us to the results
It was-
screen
I was
tech.
flying-
That's
I
going to
was,
be
nose to nose with
Kasey Knight out in front, turning that
was
qualifier
fun.
into
Please
a
can I get out of this
substantially
now?
improved race pace, followed by Conan in Tonight We Race Pod 2.
That
Mr.
was,
Goat
that
in
was really
Pod
fun, though.
3, Mojo in his
Oh, man,
debut
that was
in Pod 4, followed by our remote drivers, and then and Duffy bringing up the rear here. Let's get to the content, shall we?
usual. Barney
Welcome
is
to
probably
Tonight We Race, Seattle's secret underground racing laboratory. Shoat, my co-host, thank you for helping as always. And Tech over on the broadcast desk, you can't see. Oh, hold on. There you go. Making sure that we are providing fun camera angles and entertaining content as we go. And we've got a fun show for you tonight. Let's talk about what's going on. Got a button for this. Hey!
I did some sick
Advance.
burnouts in the middle at the end.
You just saw the, there we go,
Kinda like what the
naked
winners do, but it's
dirt
really
micro sprint, which is iRacing default content,
got
an
to go
awful
wheelie.
lot of fun. It's effectively a piece of
wheelie
tube
at the
steel,
beginning was really
turning off the Discord audio. Effectively a piece of tube steel with a 600cc motorcycle engine attached to it. That's a four-stroke. Produces about 125 horsepower and weighs about 750 pounds. And so obviously, while not as agile as a street bike, as you can see, they do get the job done. And to be clear, this is the smallest dirt oval content in iRacing. We took them to the Limaland Motorsports Park, which I have been told by Wikipedia just now is Ohio's quarter mile of thunder.
yes, quarter mile.
Although it's
0.3.
technically a third of a mile, actually. And I believe that this is run by Ohio University or one of the
University of Northern Ohio.
Northern Ohio. So this is a university-funded track, which is pretty cool. I really love it when universities get involved in motorsport. UW, which is just up the road here, they've got a formula program, which is really cool. If I had known about auto racing in college, I might have taken a different path in my life. Anyway, dirt track, high banks, and of course, free content. If this is the sort of thing that you're into, we will now be advancing out of the free content for the evening. Let's do the news.
Oh.
Did
Is
you
it Formula One again?
It's not Formula One.
Oh.
We are doing nothing about Formula One tonight. And so therefore I'm guessing you haven't seen the deck tonight.
No.
Okay. It's going to be quick. I have one news item for you tonight.
Oh, God. Why? Why are we doing this?
Tesla has announced that in 1 week's time, they are going to add a new feature to all of their vehicles. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's Grok.
No. So Conan was not kidding.
Conan was not kidding. Grok is apparently this week or next being integrated into. Did I get our camera over the ass shot here? Mostly. Sorry, strategic. Look, it's no secret that we're not really Tesla fans here, although many of us are EV fans. I just cannot imagine the net utility of adding your anime waifu into the big screen on your Cybertruck. This does not seem like Yes, Kasey. That is one of the two possible avatars for Grok right now. Can you tell that Mr. Musk has a type? Anyway, that's it's the only news item for tonight. Let's talk about our drivers. Tonight on Tonight We Race, we have in Pod 1 Mojo substituting in for Potato Lobster. Thank you, Mojo. And actually his first session here in the secret underground racing laboratory. In Pod 2, Tonight We Race veteran of all seasons, Conan, waving his very own meatball flag from ORP around. In Pod 3, Duffy, veteran of most seasons on Tonight We Race and resplendent in his mountain biking regalia. And returning from his world travels in Pod 4, MrGoat, in the happiest situation he has ever been in his life. Let's talk about the standings, because we've got some shit going on tonight. This is, of course, the last episode of the season, and so this is where everything happens. As you can see from the standings, Kasey sitting on top of the rankings here with 208 points. Let's talk about the Kasey situation. Kasey is untouchable at this point, and though we are doing 2 feature races tonight, there is no combination of points, finishes, do not finishes, extra points being awarded for fastest lap that is going to bring Kasey down. So Kasey has already won the championship. However, there is a very interesting fight going on tonight with the number 2 and number 3 drivers in the league, Offside and Dr. Gould. Offside and Dr. Gould are one position away from each other if they manage to keep their second and third up, and that would bring it 1 point shy, and then it's all about the fastest lap. And so it's like anything can happen. This is racing. But it's actually really going to depend on how Kasey performs tonight to determine whether that fastest lap point is available, and then ultimately where Offside and Dr. Gould come in. I love seeing underdog fights in the last race of the season. What about the Bring a Trailer Challenge? So it's no secret that the Bring a Trailer Challenge is a advantage that is afforded only to our local drivers, which is something that we're looking at addressing in future seasons. But we also never really track it like it's its own little mini competition within the competition. So I decided, what if I tracked the Bring a Trailer Challenge as if it was a competition? And here you can see that Duffy is actually in first place with 4 bonus points for the Bring a Trailer Challenge over MrGoat and Potato Lobster. In order to make that an exciting finish, we're going to do something a little bit different tonight for the Bring a Trailer Challenge, and you will see that right after the feature race. Looks like everybody's sessioned in. Excellent. Let's advance some content and talk about feature race 1. We are finishing out the season just like we started in the exquisite Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car of the 992 variant. 992 is, of course, when all of the standard 911s went to turbos, so the concept of a 911 turbo means something different than it did a long time ago. However, of course, the GT3 variants of the 911 are all naturally aspirated. In this particular case, a 4-liter flat 6 producing in the neighborhood of 550 horsepower. And we absolutely adore the Cup car. It is one of my favorite cars to drive, full stop. Braking behavior notwithstanding. We're taking the Cup cars to a place that's just a hair too small for them, Lime Rock Park. And veteran fans of Lime Rock will note that this is the classic configuration, meaning that the chicane in front of the uphill and the chicane at the west bend are not present, which makes this a speed course, which is super dangerous at uphill in a rear-wheel drive car with a 500 some odd horsepower rear-mounted engine. And I expect that we're going to see a little bit about that. Right now, Kasey has thoughtfully decided to record another walkthrough video for us. Let's take a look now.
Hello everybody, welcome to Tonight We Race, and tonight we race at Lime Rock Park. Very small track here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, mainly right-handers, one left-hander snuck its way into there, so it's going to be a very fast race, I would say. 50-second laps, I would say, is going to happen as we're doing a cider lap and then the full lap. But here we are in the left-hander and into the right-hander. You can use these curves on the outside. Tires are slow to warm up here, but the favorite part is this hill. You can get a little bit up, get a little bit wild right there. 2 wheels. fourth gear, the west bend, and then onto the downhill. All right, let's start our lap here at Lime Rock Park. Not shifting down, not graze to the brakes right there on the first lap. Keep the car in check. Cross start finish line, I'm going to be braking at the 4. Trailing off the brakes is just going to be playing with the throttle. It's a very long right-hander, but that will give you a good exit. Early onto the brakes, shift down to second. Aim for that curb. Don't go off the track right there. Tires are still cold. Go up the uphill. Don't let the wheelie scare you. It's all the track on the outside. Tires are now starting to warm in. Not needing to brake. Just lift off the throttle, then onto the throttle. There's all the curves on the outside. Across the line. First lap, 51.3. We could definitely get into the 50s right there. You know, tonight, I hope we do have a good race. This is a really good lap. I'm gonna push it over that jump, see what happens. Oh, nope.
Well, that went well. And I am being told by tech that Conan has taken the final episode curse from Pod 4 with him over to Pod 2 this season, where he he is apparently experiencing frame drops. Tech, do you have that under control?
Yeah, he's just getting loaded back in now.
Cool, cool, cool. Excellent. Looks better?
Well, we need to get him on some laps. We'll see.
Veterans of Tonight We Race will remember that Conan's steering wheel died in the last episode of Season 3, which turned his, I believe, otherwise destined for conquering championship in Season 3 into a second place, which is unfortunate, but that's just how the technology works. We're going to bop this back one set there, and then we can do this.
Threaded that needle.
Our racers out in their practice session on Lime Rock, they should all know Lime Rock by this point, so we're going to have Tech press the big ugly button and advance them into their lone qualifier.
Is it raining, or are they just pushing the tear windshield button?
That's got to be the tear windshield button. There should not be any rain on
We'll see
Lime
what
Rock.
it is in the next session.
Even without precipitation.
Did it start wet?
It started wet.
Oops.
Ooh.
That was the most insincere oops.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, good. Oh, we've got a
Mostly
weather
dry.
report. Let's look at the weather report.
Let's try some.
Yeah.
I mean, all I said was random. I didn't say rain.
We're switching
Okay,
back.
track is mostly dry.
I'm going for
I'm
it.
quali on wet.
And they are
getting
off
all
on their
up in the
qualifier. We will have
Oh, no,
Tech maybe
track
pull
is
up the KFox lap, and I
It's
will
like dry
follow
guy.
along with
Yeah.
Mojo, who is resetting his tires. That's probably wise, with Conan.
You better not be saying that just so we mess up.
Track was not supposed to be wet.
I'm sure the wets will work fine on a dry track.
Happy accident. Conan, making his first entry into the uphill on the quali, manages to not yard sale.
Drier for sure.
There's a little damp spot.
Dry enough.
Time is
Duffy
passing
having
in the
just
sim
cleared turn
between,
2, entering
practice
turn
and,
3
now,
on his
so it's
out
right
lap
on.
here. Obviously, no one has warm
What if it
tires at this
rains
point,
during the
especially
race?
if the track is wet or was
Weather
wet at
isn't-
one point.
The weather isn't.
Mr.
Doesn't
Goat
say that it will.
at turn 7 and beginning his front straight and his green lap. Kasey, come on, it's not that bad. Is that Kasey? Cam, we can see, like, look at that. He's using all the track. He's fine. QQ on my stream. Come on. I mean, that looks quick. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I wasn't sure it was the angle, but I'm pretty sure it's the driver.
Kasey recently signed to an actual team. I believe that is the Soul of Racing Esports livery back there. Yes, one Q is more appropriate. Thank you. Mojo out on his hot lap, picking up time on his out lap. Braking and entering the uphill, using all of the track, not lifting and losing it. Two minutes left on our open qualifier. Duffy with a big time difference between laps, but overcooking that entry just slightly. He's on the hammer now, though. He is going to get himself an extra 2.5 seconds out of it. Unfortunately, was that? Nope, 59.25. Okay, he's got a real time on the board. Conan sitting on a 53.40. Someone check on Kasey. He might be having a stroke. Mojo sitting on a 55.32. Very respectable for a new driver here.
Could I go to drive?
And MrGoat with a 53.98. Excellent all around. Tech, bring us to the results. How did everyone do?
Yeah, track is dry. You want to be on dries.
Oh, goodness. We have a real fight. That's going to be KFox qualifying at 51.17, followed by Offside. Uh-oh. Followed by the Good Doctor at 51.42. KFox just turned in a 56.
Spice kit. Spice.
Oh, you're not supposed to get faster while I'm doing the announcing. Good Lord. Hold on. Was he typing in chat while he was turning in that fucking lap? What a hot dog. I swear to God. All right.
No, that's Duffy.
Let's bring him onto the grid and let's get this done.
No. Negative.
No. Like I
Entering
said, when in doubt, go to
feature
M1.
race 1 of the final episode of Tonight We Race Season 4. This one is for points. Everybody double checking their settings here, which I just literally never recommend in the middle of setup, but this is pretty peak.
Well, you have
Conan.
your qualifying setup, and then you have your racing setup.
Conan's like, I just need another 2 degrees of outside
me to be fighting
camber
for the
here. If I
podium.
can just.
Yeah, okay.
It's not what he sounds like.
No. Not at all.
Who's gonna
Tech
fall
gets us a
start?
good view of the start here. We are going to hang out right here and see the blimp cam open. And they are off. Offside spinning the wheels. Utah crew with a flying start coming up right in behind KFox. 3 wide through turn 1 at Lime Rock. Fortunately, no real contact there. Let's bring that into, well, actually, it's all of our remote drivers up front. Let's bring that into Pod 2, where Conan is sitting in the 4th position. 5th position. All the remote drivers just took the fuck off tonight. Look at that. And the first uphill where we expect blood. No blood was forthcoming, but very loud noise over in the green room. Tech's going to go check on that and make sure that we don't have an axe murder or something in the studio. And coming around to the big front straight where they are beginning to pace out. Everybody in a relatively compact formation here. Bringing it back out to the quad. Mojo putting it into a wall at low speed, saving the actuators from untold demise. Conan in Pod 2, sitting right in behind the Utah crew. Offside going wide through that turn. That's an interesting strategy there. Is that the correct route through there?
Just a little bit.
That's not the KFox route through there. And until someone shows me better, that's the fastest driver we have here. Can you get me cockpit cam on offside, please? And then just punch it straight debris on the track. Can't imagine where that came from. Offside, we're gonna, so he's behind Dr. Gould at this point. I'd like to see his line through the uphill segment here. Okay, so I'm guessing that wide line was accidental there. I'm guessing he locked one of the front brakes there just slightly. Back out to the quad, looking for drama. That is going to be in Conan's position right now, so let's check in as he is just behind offside with the Utah crew's headlights visible behind him.
I told you the Imola setup in the video.
He did. That's why I'm using it.
Also, the Imola setup for New Hampshire as well. There, you can't blame me.
I believe we've got some direct instructional commentary here in the Discord. We don't have our monitor headphones on, so we can't hear it directly. We just get the laughter. I think let's be fair, I think when and if this moves to the new location, piping Discord over the loudspeakers in the lounge area is how this should happen.
Probably.
Would that get me in trouble with the city? Is there a lawyer in the house?
It's a dance studio that had music, I'm sure.
Also, I've been
It's
made
true.
aware that
Although I will say that the dance studio that used to exist in that space ripped out their speakers, but not their speaker wire. So,
Score.
free copper. Back out to the quad. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Tech spent about 15 minutes this afternoon setting up a wheelie cam over at the top end of uphill. It looks like it works. Well done. We have unlocked a new broadcast achievement here on Tonight We Race: custom camera angles. At some point, you'll have to tell us how that works.
Opens the door to a lot of possibilities too.
It does. Only on tracks we know well, though. Which I think Lime Rock qualifies. I kind of want to see it again. Can we see the wheelie cam again?
He's just approaching.
Making the right-hander. And up.
Ooh.
You see the backs come off there just a little bit? Ooh, scary.
I think we followed Conan through there while he was in driver cam, and you could see the bump.
Well, Conan is literally made of wheelies. That is his entire shtick, so. We see motorcycle YouTube footage from Conan on occasion, and I don't think there's a straightaway that he won't wheelie.
Or a start line. Or a finish line. Or a turn.
Thank you, Derek. That is entirely Tech's doing. Tech set that up. Tech literally came into the studio, or it was in Discord, and was like, I need to build a wheelie cam here. I think it would be awesome. And it was. And it was. All of our local drivers kind of out there and fighting their own fights now, but I believe that we now have a wheelie cam on Conan, and here it goes.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Conan has the Utah crew hot on his heels. Can I get like gyro or support cam on Utah crew? I'll let you fidget with that while I'm over here. This is probably the closest thing we have to a fight at the moment. This is the Utah crew, a drivers collective from, you guessed it, Utah, that rotate their human bodies in and out of the cockpit in different races, so we don't know actually which human is currently sitting in the seat. But if they're chasing Conan in a feature race, it's probably Michael Carr. Oh, Utah crew keeps the nose down there.
I mean, gyro cam. Gyro.
I mean, you should still see the nose lift, right? I used to have a button that would put us back in the middle there. I think I miss it. I think I want to put it back on.
What do you mean, buy more Stream Decks?
No, well, no. I've got one extra button on this Stream Deck, and it could turn us on and off in the middle again if I really wanted it to. The problem is that when we went to simultaneous vertical and horizontal broadcast here, which by the way, depending on how you're joining us, if you prefer the other form factor, we have that running the same content, just with different composition. When we converted everything to simulcast, we had to ditch a lot of complexity in our original broadcast setup, which of course we then spend all of our time trying to layer back in to make our lives difficult. Ooh.
That's one way to pass.
That would be Pods 1 and Pods 2 embraced in the intimate dance of the destruction of expensive Porsche hardware, but they both get out.
Everybody else okay?
Yep, we survived that one, I think.
One of the fun things about running a D-Box actuated studio is you often feel and hear the disaster before it shows up on the camera, which is a couple hundred milliseconds delayed.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Wheelie cam on Dr. Gould with offside right behind him. Offside and Dr. Gould just like this is the fight that has to happen here, right? And you want to know, whoa, offside looking for his spot. If they watch the Kasey intro video, they know where this has to happen. Get me on chase cam on offside, please. Thank you. Entering turn 1. Actually, that's chase cam on Dr. Gould. There we go. This is the fight we have to watch because this is where the second, third place is going to be decided. Fortunately, neither of them can hear us, and so they are not subject to the commentator's curse.
Oh, I saw what route you were taking. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, nope, that's just going to stay out of the way there.
Coming up on lapped traffic, which is usually dangerous for the person trying to hold the lead here, we will see how Dr. Gould holds his position. Duffy wisely sticking to the outside to not interfere with this fight, although I suppose if someone slipped into 20, he could have, he probably could have made a difference in someone's evening here. $20 is kind of expensive for an Oscar Mayer wiener, but for a pack of them, inflation and everything. Offside, he's making the attempt here. Oh, he catches the corner. We're going to need to see the replay on that one because I suspect there is going to be some conversation following this race. Tech, I'm going to bring it back out to the quad. Can you cue that replay up?
Before. It is why I spun.
9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in feature race 1. And we have already had a tragic, potentially podium-altering accident that will need to be looked at. Unfortunately, not with any drivers that are live with us here in the studio, and so we did not hear the swearing or the snickering. Guess I'm making assumptions about the noises that they make.
I mean,
Conan Cam always entertaining while we're waiting for the replay to come up.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's see that same camera there, or even bring it out. No, bring it to a chopper cam.
Yeah, going through it again, I probably just didn't give enough space.
Perfect. All right, let's see that nice and slow. So here they are. Offside begins making his move to the outside, trying to get around the braking Dr. Gould. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't think he had the right to that space after that move. He clearly knew where Dr. Gould was. He did not give Dr. Gould any place to go with that overtaking maneuver. I kind of feel like he did that to himself. What's the? Can we go back and see the entry in the moment of collision there again? All good.
Try to give myself the lead time to slow it down.
Hit spacebar if you don't mind. So he knows he is not cleared. He did not give Dr. Gould any safe escape from that maneuver there. Like Dr. Gould would have been forced to slam on it. I think the right thing happened. I think offside ate it for his maneuver there, and we continue with the race.
It's like we have a replay engineer.
This is what happens when we have 3 people at the front desk. Good things happen. Conan, I believe, hot on the heels of... Oh, that's not Conan. MrGoat
I think I'm going
in the McDonald's livery.
Oh, so really?
He's got the drive on the long
trying to
straight.
49.
He is going to turn this into
50.004.
superior
Oh my
position
God.
for turn
That's
1,
like
or
the
at least
biggest way
preventing
to
Mr.
piss
Goat
me
from
off.
making any sort of defensive maneuver here.
That sucks.
Manages to keep the pace up there, and we're going to
that's
swap out to
actually
Mr.
really good.
Goat's
We all
view of
suck.
that situation.
Very true.
Now behind Mr. Goat, Dr. Gould and offside, whom are currently running about a 2-second faster pace. So we could be seeing some interesting things coming up here. Whatever happened with offside? Did he manage to get his proverbial shit back together here? You got that for me? Thank you, sir. He's looking. He does not have Dr. Gould in view here. That's going to end his contention if I'm being honest here. There's the good doctor up ahead at the front end of straight, just about to enter turn 1. That's sad. I think he had the drive to pull that off, just not at that exact moment. Or even if he had taken, it was like he had a couple of lines earlier in the race tonight where he was taking the entrance to uphill extremely wide and he was getting away with it. That was just a racecraft error. That was an error in judgment on his part. That's disappointing. I wanted to see him take that. He was set up for success, man. Back out to the quad. Looks like all of our local drivers are in clean traffic with the exception of Mr. Goat in Pod 4, who is nipping at Conan's heels, but not close enough to put any pressure on him, I'd say. Looks like Pod 2 is still registered to the nickname registry as Headbang Bison. That's from when Jack Harrison from Dirtfish was out here a couple of episodes ago. That's just us being sloppy. In fact, I'll take a click for that. That's me being sloppy. Thank you. That's not on you. That was my fault.
I usually do the leak check to make sure the name.
All right. Well, we can share it. That's a shared click. For the record, we did not update the clicker count before the episode, so that's one more, and that puts us at 56. We're at 56 clicks.
Lifetime.
Lifetime since the introduction of the fuck up clicker, and this is 2 episodes of the fuck up clicker. 2 seasons of the fuck up clicker. Not KTP. We are happy to see you here as well. Although, if you'd like to be more specific, you can tell us what this means, because I suspect it's not watching Shoat and I up front. You're probably here for some of this. At least I hope so. 4 minutes and about 15 seconds remaining in feature race 1. The first race of the night, that is for championship and league points. Our drivers are settled into their positions, and I'll tell you what, you can tell they are working hard when they are not talking shit on each other in Discord. Conan eating it over the top of the uphill. Almost gets the wheels facing around in the same direction. Daniel says he likes to watch Mojo. Do you think that might have something to do with... Oh, well, it's like
Yikes.
zoomed out of that at the exact wrong moment. Conan backing into the runoff there so we can get back out on track safely.
Yeah, that was really exciting.
Mojo, I believe that H2O Chemist says hello.
Wheelies are dangerous. They're dangerous in cars. On motorcycles, they're fine. Cars, very dangerous.
Look at that look of concentration. Love it. Back out to the quad. Tech, can you give me an overhead? Let's go hunt down a little bit of drama for our last 3 minutes here. Oh, with the map up, if we fix that. Yes, thank you. There she blows.
One little thing I'd like to point out here.
Yeah.
KFox has pulled off an almost 50 flat perfect. 4 thousandths of a second.
Look at that. That is almost a 50 flat. I believe KFox's record lap in his own demonstration lap tonight was almost 50 flat. So KFox running at close to capacity here.
Who's holding you up
And
here,
as the
Derek?
fuel runs out on his cup car, he will just get faster
Mr.
and
Goat,
faster.
it's okay.
Give me the clusterfuck that is over
Setting
there.
up for a last lap
That's
battle.
going to be the Dr. Gould position, I
2,
believe.
3, 5.
This is not setting up for a last lap battle. By
There
the
we
way.
go. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, offside just completed the pass. Dr. Gould is going to recomplete the. Oh,
yeah.
no.
no.
He had the chance
Sorry,
for the
bud.
snap back, but was not able to take it
Nah,
and loses a position to Mr.
I
Goat
had
as
no
a
chance
result.
of
I
passing
believe
you
that's
in
what we
the-
just
in
saw
the
there.
standings
Mr.
anyway.
Goat now locked in behind offside, but that is not a
I got
a
like
fight.
fourth or
Mr. Goat is
something.
a lap behind.
Yeah, but not now. No.
What a turnabout. How about that? Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
That was really fun for
Offside
a long time there.
needs
I'm checking
this
up here.
needs this position.
Roger that. Thank you for the slipstream.
Yes.
Like, this is one of the two things that has to happen for him tonight in order to come through.
And then the extra point.
And then the extra point. He still needs the extra point attempt somehow. We're not sure how that's going to happen.
With a 50.004?
I kind of feel like the fastest lap has already been set for the session, but you never know. Can we get a wheelie cam? Let's see that on pod
attitude.
4.
My realistic attitude.
We don't need it. We don't need
Mr.
it.
Goat making a full throttle uphill and
I'm doing a wheelie and a
just a little lift.
Yeah.
GT Cup.
I don't believe Porsche's nomenclature should be respected.
that's a
Conan
yellow flag,
upgrading
very good.
his disdain for AIs to disdain for courses.
Conan, of
We
course,
not had
can't.
a 2 Porsches 1 Cup joke yet this season.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Well, save
That
it,
joke
Donald.
came from
There it
Duffy,
is.
just so we're clear who's responsible for this.
Hey, white flag. Who have I not lapped?
Conan, of course, can't actually
Me.
score any points this season because he's not technically here. He's just filling in for
Yeah,
for
send
the
over
empty
the
pod in
jumps,
his
and
spare
then I
time. That tends to make him slightly less competitive.
I've sent it over the jump like 4 times. It's been great.
Watch the rejoin.
We are at 20 seconds left. Zooming out. Utah crew passing Conan.
So you can't park there.
I'm
Stay
glad that
inside
we could
here.
provide you a TikTok break, friend. That's actually the nicest thing you could have possibly said to us. We are here to provide you a break from scrolling. I hope that you enjoy it.
All right, I'm gonna send myself off to the
Finishing out with the Hellman's mayonnaise car, which asks the important question:
I'll enjoy the show.
is that your best? Are they? Are we actually getting? Are we getting checkers here? We are beginning to get our checkers and the fabled blue-black flag, which usually means it's time to take a break. Offside
did.
coming through,
You're dead.
giving Mojo a helpful bump on this
I've
last
been to
lap.
river.
As we go through here, and we are going to go back out to the spectator cam so we can get the final, what's the word that I'm looking for? Standings of this race. KFox turning the qualifier into almost a 50 flat, followed by offside, followed by Dr. Gould, and it's a shame that I don't have the slide up because
2 incident.
I just want to verify this.
Flipped off, I guess.
Oh no, offside is actually up on Dr. Gould by
Yeah,
70
that was-
points. So it
that
was in
was fun
fact
for a lot
Dr.
of the
Gould
race.
that needed to take this home, which did not happen here.
Sorry, it's totally had
Super unfortunate. But that's the way it sometimes goes on Tonight We Race. Let's get back into the primary
Launch off the
content
hill.
as our drivers
One
go
last
take a
time.
quick break in the green room and we bring everybody into the Bring a Trailer Challenge. We are live every Wednesday night, but you happen to join us on the last episode of the season, so we're probably going to take a couple weeks off to do our development pass here. We will be back live online every Wednesday night, I promise. In the meantime, we've got a massive back catalog that you can go through. And what happened there? Oh, message retracted. Well, never mind. But yes, we do in fact have a Discord, and you can hang out with us there. Let's do the thing. it's time for the Bring a Trailer Challenge. And I thought that
Lightning round.
to make this a little bit more interesting and to put a little bit more gravitas behind the final episode, instead of doing one elaborate Bring a Trailer Challenge per driver, we're in fact going to do 4. And the only information available to them will be the photo. And so, bring me Mojo.
This is going to be good.
We like having fun with it. Mojo, have a seat.
Hello, hello, hello.
And as these are dynamic mics, you just really want to be just like
right up there. Hello, hello.
You can move it wherever you want it. Perfect. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
This is your first time here. What is your first impression?
Did anybody else?
It's a lot of fun. I've kind of you give me a couple test drives here and there, but never actually been in a race, and so a little bit of learning involved, of course. You know, I kind of got a couple accidents trying to let people by it. I'm on a blue flag, but you know, besides that, pretty clean race.
I think it's one of the best first performances.
Thank you.
You've seen the Bring a Trailer Challenge.
I've seen it kind of in passing. I don't think I've seen it all the way through yet, though. So please explain the rules.
This is going to be very, very simple. I'm going to show you 2 auctions from Bring a Trailer.
Okay.
I'm going to turn off Discord audio.
Got it.
I'm going to show you 2 auctions from Bring a Trailer. Both of them completed within the last 36 hours or so.
Okay.
And the only thing you need to tell me is which car went for more money.
Okay, cool.
Turning down Kasey loud on my monitor mic here. So your first challenge of the night is a 43,000-mile 2005 Nissan Z, a 6-speed manual, or a 10,000-mile 2017 Boxster S. That's the 718 version, and so that is, in fact, a turbo 4-banger and not, in fact, the flat 6 that made the Cayman and Boxster famous. And all you got to tell me is which one of those 2 went for more money. I can answer questions, but there are no notes. We've got no clipboard. There are no additional photographs. You got to go on what you got right here.
Well, I don't want to metagame or anything of that, because, like, you know, it seems pretty obvious that the Porsche would be more because it's newer, has fewer miles, and it's a Porsche as opposed to a Nissan. So I'm going to go with the Porsche.
Mojo says the Porsche for number 1. It's the Porsche.
Hey!
1 point for Mojo. Challenge 2. This 50,000-mile 2015 BMW 4 Series convertible or a 2000 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am 6-speed. And I'm going to tell you, most of these did not sell with 6-speeds.
Yeah, that one's a bit more on the nose because the Firebird has a lot of, you know, obvious style potential and that kind of thing, and the people love those cars. There's no mileage on the Firebird at all?
No mileage provided,
Okay.
and like I said, we don't even go into the notes on these. What you see is what you get.
I'm going to go with the Firebird.
Mojo says the Firebird. It's the Firebird.
Wow, that's close.
2 for 2, amigo. Yeah, so this one's kind of fun because you would expect like a relatively recent model 4 Series to kind of hold up in value a little bit better, especially if it's a convertible. I actually don't think anyone likes that color. And Pontiac being out of business now, like the Goat's kind of, or the Trans Am's kind of legendary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still wouldn't pay 20 grand for one.
Yeah, I mean, because you're not paying 20 grand, you're paying 40 grand in repairs. You know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Your third challenge, also, Rella says hello. He's he's in the horizontal screen chat there.
Awesome.
This 76 Honda CB550F Super Sport or an illuminated Rolls-Royce sign of unknown size, because we have chosen
just an image. So we have a text of an image, and
it could be the size of a pin. It could be the size of a billboard.
I don't know bikes that way. I don't know if that's a good bike or not. Like, it looks nice to me, but I don't know if that's a collector or not. So,
like, all the people that would know how valuable that motorcycle are currently in that room, and they're not saying anything. So
I'm going to take a spin. I'll go with the bike. So Honda.
Mojo says the bike, and the answer is it's the sign. Fallen from grace.
I should have gone with my instincts, but I metagamed.
Your final challenge.
Okay.
This 1962 Harley-Davidson Topper or this 2009 Harley-Davidson CVO, and that's a Dyna Fat Bob. And I, again, also not being a bike person, I can't tell you what a Fat Bob is.
2009 is like the peak of like TV show bike, like the custom bike shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a pretty basic bike as far as I can tell. That is like the default Harley as I can see. So, but the other one is so intriguing. It's like a little scooter. I've never seen a Harley scooter.
A Harley scooter.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the scooter.
Mojo says it's the scooter, and the answer is... It's the scooter. 3 for 3 of you. Go, not bad.
Thanks, man. Oh, 3 for 4.
3 for 4, excuse me. Yes, no, you did fuck up once.
Yeah, I did fuck up once.
And therefore, so did I.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Thanks, man.
And bring me Conan.
Conan.
I kind of like this format. It's a bit more conversational than me sitting here and reading ridiculous details about the interior detailing choices of, like, the 45th 911 of the night. Conan.
Hello.
How was your drive?
You gave me a Porsche that can do a wheelie. So
I did.
It did. It went exactly as everybody expected. Which was like good for like the first 10 laps. And then after that, straight to shit.
One of the things I had to decide during season dev this season was, do I want the Lime Rock wheelie or the Cadwell Park wheelie?
Oh, that's fair.
Those are both good wheelies. Also, bring yourself just a little bit further.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
I see the camera. All right, this is what I got for you.
All right, let's see it.
Challenge 1.
Oh,
this
ACR.
1,200-mile ACR or an 84 Honda CRX with a manual transmission.
I'm going to go with the ACR.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's the ACR?
I think it's the ACR because I don't think that I don't think that the CRX will hold up relative to like what was arguably like one of the best driver's track cars that America made.
It turns out that it is the ACR.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This is just a warm-up. We're just getting everybody warmed up. Don't look at me like that. Your next challenge is getting some freaking side-eye from the broadcast desk over here. A 2007 Yamaha
Nope,
Star
we're going with the heart. It's the
VMAX.
VMAX.
Or, I have to at least say the name of the thing, a 79 BMW R100 RT. Why is it the VMAX?
Because they made a V4 that had V-boost, which was a thing where they just artificially closed the throttle butterflies to scare the shit out of you when it came into the power. Like, it wasn't actually... It was just every bad decision baked into a, like, muscle cruiser motorcycle.
So you're saying it's a spicy bike?
It's a spicy bike.
Which is why you think it's...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Conan, the answer is...
Let's go spicy bike. God damn.
Not the spicy bike. It's the R100. And I'm going to be honest, I can't tell you why because I know nothing about either of these vehicles.
The BMW is a completely marginal cafe racer that is what it is, and there's a million of them out there. And the VMAX is a relatively clean example of a bike that's extremely rare because most of them people put them upside down into a ditch on fire.
You know that next season we're going to do these on auctions that are currently in process, right?
Boy.
Just because I want to see you sweat.
Yeah.
Your next challenge is
fire truck.
85 Nissan Safari that has been converted into a fire truck, or a 66 Bronco 3-speed. It's a shorty Bronco.
I hope that we all know at this point that I go 100% on vibes on this, and it's absolutely the fire truck. I'm completely wrong every time, but it is absolutely.
Conan says it's the fire truck. It is not the fire truck at all. What's really impressive here is that is a $27,000 3-speed Bronco.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Like the world is dying.
Last challenge.
Oh,
these 4 wheels from a Benz 300 SL Roadster, or these 4 wheels from a Miura, which you don't see very often at all.
I'm going with the Miura.
I think that. Let's do the answer first here. The answer is. It's the wheels from the Miura. I think the problem with having the wheels for a 300 SL is you are now obligated to find a 300 SL.
Right.
What else are you going to do with 4 wheels from like a freaking easily $250,000 example of a historic sports car?
The other thing that's great is you could make people so mad by putting those wheels on like a Civic. Like put the backs on the front. It's a front-wheel drive car.
We commit sins here on Tonight We Race. Bring me Duffy, and we should probably get the pods spun up here. I'm gonna flash the green room out of courtesy. I have a button that does that. Bring me Duffy, the Oscar Mayer Wiener man himself.
Yeah, but my wiener paint didn't load up today, so.
Did you just say your wiener paint did not load up?
Yeah, it technically did.
Erectile dysfunction is such a mystery. Your options for tonight are, starting off slow, right?
Yeah.
All right. An 88 Saab Turbo 900 Turbo 5-speed hatchback, a wonderful car by the way.
Beautiful example.
And a 74 modified 911S.
Let's go with the Porsche.
Really? You think it's the Porsche?
I mean,
okay, it's the Porsche by about 100
order
big
of
ones.
magnitude.
So the cool thing about this sub is that from an exterior standpoint, it looks amazing. The interior's probably held up pretty well. I guarantee you that turbo's already been replaced at least once. Those things were not known for the longevity on their turbos.
This is a very clean example, though.
It's pretty as hell.
My first car.
That was your first car?
88 Saab 900.
That's right. We talked about this in season 1.
I had the louvers on the back even.
Yeah. Getting into some history here. Challenge 2 for you tonight, Duffy, is a Toyota 4Runner 5-speed, that's the 94, or a 74 Alfa Romeo GTV 2000.
I'm going with Alpha.
Duffy is going with the Alpha, and it is the Alpha. How about that?
That's like the worst of the Forerunners right there. So I know they're not going too much.
2 for 2 for the Bring a Trailer Challenge mini challenge. Let's move on to your next car, which is a 64 Benz Unimog Troop Carrier, which I would love to own, or a 91 Beamer 8 Series, which I would also love to own.
This one's actually pretty tough. This is like almost a dice roll for me. It comes with a toboggan.
Yep.
So
these are both fine examples of German engineering at its finest.
This one is hard. I think I'm going to go with the Unimog.
Duffy's going with the Unimog. I actually don't remember. I personally would have gone with the 850, knowing that the V12 in that just is not long for this world. The answer is it's the 850.
Right.
Sorry.
I still did pretty good on this Bring a Challenge.
You've got one more. You've got one more.
Thought we were
This
3 and done.
30,000 mile 07 CLK Thrifty Cabrio, or an 18,000 mile 2013 Benz SL63.
I don't know my Benzes at all. I'm going to go with the 2013.
Duffy's going to go with the 2013 SL63 AMG. And the answer is very obviously the AMG. But however, that AMG has lost about 60% of its value, give or take. That is famously the 6299 cubic centimeter engine that Mercedes has uprated into a 6.3 in their marketing. And I believe you need to bring me Mr. Goat. Thank you. We will do the scoring and post it as a post on the YouTube channel when we're done here. I just realized that I did not bring the clipboard, and so I can't actually write down their tick marks to give you the end of the episode update. Mr. Goat, how was your race?
Mixed results.
You and Conan had a little bit of a...
Conan and I have a tortoise and hare thing.
I see.
He's way faster than me, but highly likely to make white smoke and loud actuator sounds.
That's why we love him.
Yeah.
I got you some cars.
Let's do this.
Starting with... Oh, my gosh. Can you tell that I've got your number?
Thank you so much.
A one-owner 03 360 Spider, or a unknown quantity of owner, but 16,000 mile 99 360 Modena.
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to pick the Spider.
Are you using the Spiders always win logic that we tend to use here?
I don't like them, but the bros who buy Ferraris do.
It is 4 years younger. The answer is...
Boom.
The Spider by about 25 grand.
It's a pretty car.
Your next challenge is...
I hope it's all Ferraris.
It's not. This 1970 911S or this 98 C1500 Silverado.
Final answer, the 911. Air-cooled 911.
So you want to know one of the other secret hot tips for Bring a Trailer Challenge, other than it's usually the Porsche? Any Bring a Trailer imagery where the seller has refused to follow their image sizing guidelines.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have to make custom slides to fit their crap onto it. That seller is usually confident enough in their object that they don't have to give a shit about guidelines, and it's almost always the more
Before we
expensive
change
car.
my answer, can we see the wheels?
Yeah,
Are those like
yeah.
Foose rims? What's the thing on this truck?
Somebody cares about the aftermarket appearance of their vehicle.
Yeah,
that's
the
all.
Porsche wins.
He says it's the Porsche. It's extremely the Porsche. Your next challenge, either this illuminated Bugatti logo or this not illuminated Indian motorcycle logo that also happens to be about 18 feet wide. Tell me what you think of this.
I'm going to go with the Indian. I feel like there's like more of a buyer's market. The guys who buy Bugattis don't care. Let's try that. That's my logic.
You know, that's probably a pretty good logic. The answer is...
Yeah.
It is the Bugatti, the Indian sign by about $1,500. I don't know what I would do with a sign that large, but that's pretty cool. And finally, your last challenge, saved arguably the best for last, a replica Bill Thompson Cheetah Coupe or a 1970 Chevy Nova with an LS3 swap.
People love the Nova, man, and I don't get it. Like, you can keep your shoes in a box.
That is an attractive example of 1970 Chevrolet.
Yeah, but the Cheetah's cool. I'm going to vote for the Cheetah. I'm voting with my heart here.
You're voting for the Cheetah on the basis that it is cool.
It's a super sport. If it's a real super sport with a motor, like...
Has a side exhaust ever lost on this show?
No, we're going... Boom, Cheetah.
He says it's the Cheetah.
Jerks.
By $30,000, it is
not
the
my
Chevy
fault.
Nova.
People pay too much for Novas.
It is an LS3 swapped Nova, dude. This thing,
It has
and
a
again,
vinyl pattern glued to the roof. It's terrible, man. But
thank you for trying.
Yeah.
Let's get you back out there on the road. Right? 3 for 4. Good. And that brings us to feature race 2, where in theory I've got a shoat somewhere. Any surprises?
There was one, but I don't remember it anymore.
So you
because
can tell
there's so many.
What do you think of the lightning round format? It's easier to produce.
Sure. Yes. More points available.
And more points available.
Yeah.
We still need to make it available to the remotes, and that's where I think building an app comes in. We'll talk about that next season. Let's move on to feature race 2. We are still in the Cup cars, one of my favorite vehicles in the whole wide world. Not least of which because it is one of the most punishing vehicles in iRacing to learn how to brake effectively, requiring an ease on to transfer the weight to the front, and then you can go ham with them. If you do not, you will differentially lock up one of the front wheels, and that is usually the end of your turn. And we are taking them to... Aficionados of Tonight We Race will recognize this as also the final track in Season 3, but we were in the TCR Touring Car League in that season. And so this will be very different. This is the New Hampshire Motor Speedway Roval. And we love Rovals on Tonight We Race because there is just really no good way to set up your car for them. If you set up for speed, you're going to get beat up on the road course. If you set up for the road course, you're not going to be maxing out on the long straights and open curbs. We love the New Hampshire Motor Speedway because it's smaller, it's tighter, it's not as massive as Charlotte. And also, it has a killer trapezoid at turn 11 that can literally end the world if you hit it wrong. And here to talk about ending the world with the trapezoid is Kasey Knight.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tonight We Race. And tonight we race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Secret. No, I forgot.
Oval with the south oval with the road course. The road south oval Hampshire New. Racing we are tonight. Let's get out of the track.
A little Yoda there from Kasey.
So this track is a lot of fun. The addition with the south oval, like any roval should do, it should always have some of the oval within it. This place probably does it the best. We're going to be braking into this chicane right here to exit the oval, and then we're going to go up this hill. And then at the crest of it, at that second cone, going to be braking down into second gear and getting onto the throttle. Could carry a lot of speed into this banking. It's a lot of fun. Just a little breathe onto the brakes before pressing onto the brakes a little bit harder right there. Just trying to get that car slowed down as we head downhill. Avoid that inside curve. It's pretty much like a ramp that will send you upside down, and you don't want that. This triple apex on the inside, then the outside, then the inside again is pretty much a straight liner as we head into the north oval. But on to our start of the lap. We're heading into the south oval part. I'm going to be just staying on top of that black pavement right there. It's got a little bit of grip, but you want to carry the most speed. And then we're going to be braking before you go onto the inside of the oval. Don't lock up the brakes. And carry the throttle in there. Second gear. Second cone into second gear. Carry a lot of speed onto the throttle again. You can pretty much stamp on the power, the amount of speed the car can handle right there. Too much speed right there. Just trying to slow her down and line up this entry. There it is. Hello, goodbye. To the north oval onto the road course part. Breaking through there, locking up, screaming in pain, and that is a lap. Okay, I'm not happy about that. We're going to do one more. We are going to have a great race. Thank you all for watching. I'm Kasey Knight, KFox. Night out. Fox out. How do I end these videos? I'm just going to add another explosion meme.
getting a definite theme out of Casey's track walkthroughs here.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think if there's one more nuclear explosion after a TWR walkthrough video, they're going to send, I don't know, the Department of Energy or someone after us. Let's get the slide deck decremented there, and we are going to move on to our pod quad with the drivers out there in their practice runs. And as far as I'm concerned, they've had plenty of time, so tech, punch them through.
Doing a sunset race?
It's somewhat of a sunset race. I'd say that the sun is setting now-ish. And then the session is going to advance. Turning the Discord audio back on.
Y'all saying I might actually be competitive for this one?
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Knew it was coming.
And it's at night. Okay.
As our drivers enter onto their outlap, and Tech gets me an atmospheric view as we begin the qualifier for Feature Race 2, the final feature race of Season 4.
Why wouldn't we end on a night race? Let's throw rain into the mix.
Yeah, get ready for the
let's get wet.
flashers.
Oh shit, what are the flashers bound to?
Oh no, we bound headlights to buttons, didn't we?
Well, I don't have mine bound.
sure.
I should. I got mine down.
Yep.
Too bad you find it right now.
This was a mistake.
When he was flashing in F1, it was probably one of my favorite parts of that
This
movie.
is, of course, a lone qualifier, which means while we're in the spectator view, things are going to get really weird, so we are not going to spectate. We are, in fact, going to follow Conan around for a little bit, since he was nice enough to guest in the studio this season.
And I've forgotten it.
That was my favorite, like, small detail of the opening, at least.
Conan, of course, the monster in
flashing like
Season 3, but his
I don't know why I'm looking for my flashers.
excellent season was cut short in the final episode by hardware
My
failure.
entire favorite part of the movie is the Baja 1000 is a lot more important than anything in F1 can ever offer.
Mojo in
That's
Pod
where,
1, our
my
newest
background
driver
is in.
on the show. He had some practice
I got
time.
myself stuck in pit mode. I don't know how to get out.
Oh, there's a button for that.
Bottom left.
It's to the left of the green lozenge button.
You know what your pit limiter
On the other hand,
is?
you're being very safe. All of our buttons on our steering wheels at Tonight We Race have a function bound to them, and if you're new to the show and haven't read the guide, which we have not written or published, it can be somewhat confusing as to what we're doing here. He's being a sport. Substitute drivers are like pennies from heaven. Just give me more of them. Give me as many of them as you can. Following MrGoat here on his, I believe this is his anger lap.
Is that a technical term?
MrGoat avoiding the trapezoid. Not avoiding the trapezoid at all. Oh,
That's why they put tires there.
I feel like the orange cone is a reason to avoid the trapezoid. If we did not have damage turned off in Season 4, that would have been the end of the qualifier right there. Yes. Our drivers deep in their lone qualifiers. We do 2 over 10 lone qualifiers. They have 10 total minutes to turn in a maximum of 2 qualifying hot laps. Of course, if they run off or do other weird things on the track, that will be considered an abnormal lap and they will not get it. Conan getting his checkered flag here. He has turned in a real lap, and that's going to be a 1:03.39 is his second time lap, which is better than his first, and that's going to end his qualifier. What else we got floating around here? Mojo mowing the lawn a little bit. He does not have a legit time yet.
Setup's good.
Thank you.
Duffy with a 107. Tech has thoughtfully brought up the spectator for us. KFox with a 101. And here we see offside and Dr. Gould in the 2-3 position here with about a third of a second separating them. And unfortunately, Dr. Gould needs a miracle here at this point. Dr. Gould needs a podium finish with offside in a ditch somewhere bleeding out, which I don't know how he's going to accomplish that as a remote driver. And so
there's enough fuel in the R
we
setup
could
to go the
be
distance.
looking at the
Yeah,
final
I just
podium
use that for
configuration
Lime
here.
Rock.
But
We're
anything
fine.
can happen in racing. Do not count any of our drivers
We're all
out
gonna run
yet.
out together.
Let's see how they do. I assume that you've
Everybody
punched the
but
button.
him. R is for
Thank you.
tar.
KFox, that was very kind of you to share
R is
your
for
share
do
your
you
config.
really trust me?
We never really entered this process thinking that we'd have a config library around, but
It's gonna be a long
why wouldn't we?
race. Something is going. messing up
They
with
are
my-
gridded up for the final race of the season. Time has advanced to a beautiful twilight. That's exactly what we wanted. For what I got it right once. I finally got the timing controls correct.
Final race,
I can't
everybody. Let's have some
undo a
fun.
click though.
No, that's okay. I'm happy. Wait, you clicked for that?
No.
Oh, good.
Oh, Leroy Jenkins.
How many
This looks like some good drama. We're going to spot in right here behind the Utah crew.
I don't know how to do that.
Duffy with some good launch revs. There they go. Does not get all that launch. Mojo in Pod 1 catching up quickly through the pack and entering the 5th position. Conan on his left advancing through there, trying very hard not to hit the rear quarter of the golf car. That is the Utah crew. And Kasey offside and Dr. Gould up front and entering the first chicane. Ooh.
Yep, except
Excuse me, that's not the chicane. That's the entry into the road course.
Everything goes back to the way it was.
Turn 3, thank you.
Well, I took him around the outside of turn 1.
Conan in the 4th position, following the podium makers. Cones go flying as they flow through.
I mean, why would they put them there?
Avoiding the trapezoid like the plague. KFox at about 2 car lengths lead. Offside, hot on the heels, and Dr. Gould looking for a place to lay down the mayonnaise. Big actuator noise from behind us, but we're not going to go look because this, for the moment, is where the action is. Entering turn 3 and 4 and up into the road course, getting all of that curb there, clipping the corner nicely at the apex, and KFox maintaining now a 4-car length. Hey, thanks, Quick Shift. Really appreciate that. Every so often, we get something right. The real magic of tonight is we actually managed to get all of the session timings correct, such that we have a nice twilight setup for the final race of the season. That makes me so happy. MrGoat passing through turn 8, making the left to get back down. He's going to go wide, cooking it a little bit too hard, coming down to the trapezoid, missing it, fortunately, unlike the qualifier lap, and making the 12-13 complex out into the oval. He is behind Duffy by about 5 seconds. Catching up with Duffy. Ooh, that's Conan. Catching up with Duffy. Duffy hot on the heels of, well, that's listed as Headbang Bison because we forgot to update the Knicks, but that is, in fact, actually Conan in Pod 2 out there in his traditional purple car, a thing that he always does to every pod as he comes through here. Oh, that's really awesome. Well, I'm glad you got a chance to see it live. We like producing it live, so we hope people like watching it live. I personally don't think that the format is entertaining in review. I think you just want to slide through the highlights, which we do personally by looking at the audio track and finding all the places where our audio is blown out. Those are usually the most exciting. And then we create highlight reels from that. So if you see something on the channel that says highlight, it's going to be more exciting than watching Shoat and I stare at each other for 2.5 hours. But Tech, where's the drama?
Welcome to New Hampshire, hating you.
Jeez. There we go. We've got. Yeah, no, you're not finding any drama here. Give me a blimp cam and then the.
There's a
that's a great cluster. Get me the Dr. Gould cluster. They're tight. Perfect. That's Dr. Gould nipping on the heels of Offside. Unfortunately, Dr. Gould needed to take position over Offside in the first feature race of the night to have a chance of gaining the championship position. So he is probably going to finish the championship in third. But again, it's racing. Anything can happen. Offside in the Weed Mobile, taking a nice straight line through the 12-13 complex there and getting back out on the straight in the Roval, putting the hammer down. Tech not satisfied with his camera positioning here. Okay. I was gonna say, do I need to go away? Do I need to go watch Conan? Dr. Gould looking to pick up tenths anywhere he can. Here's a good example, using all of the track, clipping the apex hard and pulling right in behind Offside in the uphill segment where he is forced to slow down. These Porsche Cup cars, not fantastically torquey, more in the high rev range their horsepower comes from. Excellent reeling it in again, using all of the track, at least more than Offside. He stands a chance of pulling up here. And we saw two position changes in the last race.
Mm-hmm.
This here not being the place where he wants to get aggressive. Getting a little bit of the trapezoid. I wonder if that thing has a name. The trapezoid's a good name.
11.
And out on the Roval, I'm going to say that he probably picked up a quarter of a second there, but he needs to get more if he's going to take this position. Making the left-hander turn 1 into turn 2, and then they are going to make the hard right uphill, which is where Dr. Gould picked up a half second earlier. Oh, no, both of them with wall contact, but that works out in Dr. Gould's favor. This is where he's been picking it up, turning in and getting, oh, he just does not quite have the position, but he closed that gap to bumper distance. Give me a gyro cam in this gentleman's cockpit, please. Beautiful. What up? How can I help you?
Hi.
Oh,
that's not the right direction.
Those headlights are not supposed to be there. One of the unfortunate things about how the Cup cars have... Oh, Quick Shift is also Chris. There you go. We have lots of Chris's here. I'm a Chris. MrGoat's a Chris. We're just it's Team Chris over here.
Change your price, please?
One of the funny things about the Cup car is that like the sticker for the number is just right over the windshield where the gyro cam picks up, and so you can only effectively show counterclockwise courses with it, in my opinion. Zoom us back out here. This is the fight that we want to watch. Or at least get me the zoom. I'm going to pull up the quad here real quick. Who's up there with Duffy? MrGoat right up in front of the catch-up car. Oh, he's going to take it right here. No, he's not. We unfortunately do not have the benefit of seeing everybody's wing screens from here. And so, I mean, I suppose I could... It looks tight. This is turning into a fun fight.
I almost call that trapezoid.
Appreciate that, Cars and Coffee. I liked him. It's a shame he had to die. Appreciate that. We try to always save the best for last. I think also that we have been
Oh, man.
Knock on
Totally
particle
blew it.
board. We've been relatively blessed with minimal technical failures tonight, and all in all, I love
Somehow only
closing
ended with
episodes.
One incident point.
Mr. Goat has taken this position from Duffy, but that's Conan. But no, Duffy's spin out there is going to cost him. Can we get back to the 1-2 fight, please?
I gotta serve a
Wait, what?
2.5 minute penalty.
Oof.
What happened to KFox?
He's down in fourth. She's down in fourth. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
KFox identifies he, she in Kasey Knight persona. At least that's what my cheat sheet for the season tells me. Let's pull that back up. Am I looking at a new 1-2? Holy crap.
Yeah.
What happened? We'll have to check the replay to figure out what happened here. Well, this changes things substantially.
Oh, no.
No!
Why did I even open my mouth?
I mean,
My heart
yes.
breaks for Dr. Gould. Taking the 25 points for the podium would have been the exact tonic he needed to change places with offside in the championship. But that does not look like it's going to happen now. But again, anything's possible with racing. I don't know why I keep saying that. We are sitting at 10 minutes remaining in feature race 2. Mojo serving what I believe is a black flag penalty and not looking fantastically happy about it. But that's what happens when they get you with the black flag.
It was a 2.5 minute long flag.
Oh, 2.5. Gross. Did you have drugs in the car?
Yes.
Conan in position 5 and trying to make heads or tails of the open air in front of him. Duffy making the round on 5, and he's about to drop back down into the roval section of the track. He is also in the clear. Mr. Goat coming through turn 11, and he is pretty far behind Conan in the pod 2 here tonight. It looks like the party is with our remotes tonight. Let's see that 2-3 fight, because that's about to get spicy, given that one of them is KFox.
Especially when you can't see jack where you're going. And when you're motivated by...
That looks like somebody creeping up on the Utah crew here. Who am I looking at? Oh, it's KFox coming up in the Utah crew.
Excuses.
I got to be careful what I say here, because I think the other 2 members of the Utah crew can hear me right now.
Blame your pit for telling you your crew chief. For telling
Oh
you
no! Oh no! The headlight flashing. Kasey Knight trying to get into Utah crew's head here with some unfortunate flashing. Mojo coming back out, but unfortunately eating a wall. Applying maximum pressure to the Utah crew here. I don't know why he needs to do that. He's a full 4 seconds quicker on this track. Now using all of his brain to drive instead of flash his damn headlights. I stand corrected. Why do I say words? Will I show the pods when we're done for quick shift? I don't have a roving camera for that, but what I can do for you is this, which is kind of close. You can kind of see them in profile. What you want to do is you want to head into the YouTube channel, and there is a long-form video. Look for the green video. We actually do a walkthrough of the studio that starts with the green room, and you can get a little bit more of the studio as it sits when it's idle. And then obviously we record a short before broadcast every night, so the shorts are almost all walk around in the studio. Here, there's the overtake on Utah crew coming to fruition. Kasey wisely not choosing to execute it at that exact moment, but has enough. Ooh.
What, you bastard?
I was gonna say has enough drive to actually pull that on the outside, but chooses not to. It just keeps flashing. I wish I could see his facial expressions right now. We've toyed with the idea of bringing the live feeds from our remote drivers directly into the studio. Requires a massive commitment of bandwidth from our remotes to do it under NDI. We'll see what happens in Season 5. You never know.
Doesn't have to be NDI.
No, it does not technically need to be NDI. What are we sitting on? 5 minutes on the clock here? I suppose we can go to anyone's pod to get that. 7 minutes on the clock here. As we watch KFox. Unsafe recovery on the part of the Utah crew. Fortunately, Kasey doesn't have to eat it as a result of that. Kasey now out in clear air and clearly has the pace to hold on to that. So we are going to see what the next fight looks like. And it looks like it's going to be Kasey catching up to Dr. Gould, who took that, up to offside, who took that extremely unfortunate spin right when he had possibility in his claws. It's unfortunate. The question is, will offside receive the headlight treatment? Just seeing offside's headlights up there at the approach to turn 1. Can I get a cockpit view on KFox? I feel like that one should be a shortcut. We should always have cockpit view on shortcut. The reason I did this is because I actually wanted to pull up Kasey's lap time. 102 is nothing to sneeze at. Kasey also avoiding the trapezoid.
Make it hard for him.
And is going to get the advantage of traffic as he catches up to offside.
Hopefully not too much.
Taking that final turn complex as close to a straight line as possible, just grazing the barriers there on the way by. I think those are full of water?
I mean,
water and
typically.
Sand.
That's one way to do
See,
it.
we tuned in there at exactly the right time. And there goes 1-2. Kasey Knight now one step closer to offside. Making the 5-6 left-hander, coming around 7-8 and beginning the downhill descent back into the roval. Avoiding the trapezoid, hopefully. Ooh. You know, I'm beginning, I'm beginning to develop a theory. And that is,
I think he's faking me out.
Kasey is not used to being behind.
No, I hit that fucker. Sorry.
That's my new thesis.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm seeing a little bit more red mist out of the Fox than we normally see when he's up front and in command. Checking in on the quads. We are at 3 minutes 50 approximately before this race is over and we close up the season. The three positions we are watching aggressively are Kasey Knight, Dr. Gould, and offside.
Burrito's up there. Watch out for the burrito offside.
Following Kasey Knight's car 36 in the hunt for offside. If things end the way they do now, this would be the first race in Tonight We Race Season 4 that Kasey has participated in where Kasey did not win.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I just got a Costco pack. It's the best. Hey, offside, do you want some Doritos offside?
Taco, burrito.
We need next season, we just need a little speaker right down there projecting this way for Discord chat. Uh-oh, the lights have started. Chase cam, Maestro. Thank you.
Oh, my girlfriend's home.
The distance between Kasey and offside getting shorter and shorter with each lap. We don't have a whole lot of lap remaining here. Wisely giving the trapezoid a wide berth, utilizing the headlight strategy for as much as he can. I'd call this a 3-second gap at this point. Maybe 2.5. The pressure campaign has begun. How about a chopper cam on that? Well, that's fairly dramatic. Problem is, of course, that there we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. Making the uphill, getting all of it.
Now I have to let you by again.
The funny little X headlights on the cup car showing up. Making the hard left-hander 5 and into the compound 6, which is a decreasing radius. Excuse me, increasing radius. Making the right hand through 7 and 8, and then heading down into the Roval side. Avoiding the trapezoid.
Oh my god.
Just grazing it with that rear wheel there.
Until there's another car around me. There's somebody.
And I would say that KFox is now close enough.
Screwed up. As soon as someone's watching, it all goes to shit.
Close enough that the headlights are probably annoying now at this point. Is there anything in the sporting code about headlight flashing?
I don't think so.
Would you consider this nefarious means? I mean, they give you an entire button.
Maybe if it was a horn.
Oh, no. Offside now hung up in traffic as KFox comes around. Let's see this from the blimp. Mojo pulling off and letting the fight through. KFox now showing up right on the doorstep of offside as we roll under the blimp's camera gimbal. That's kind of funny. Offside, hopefully taking a defensive line here. This is his one chance for a first-place finish. Avoiding the trapezoid. They must have seconds left on the clock. There is not much left.
All right, white flag. Let's go.
No. The white flags are out. This is offside's chance to hold on to it. Oh, the flashing.
Both of you hit the Dorito. Everybody in front of me hit the Dorito.
Kasey looking for an opening. Does not want to have a yard sale out here on the final lap. But also, I suspect, hungry for this position. Both drivers taking a tight line in through there, not using all the track there. Guessing Kasey was hoping that offside would go wide and he was going to dive bomb. That did not happen. Offside getting good drive through here, making the left, taking it nice and tight, swinging back out to the outside. Good line through there. He is not cracking under the pressure. Offside is holding on. Left downhill. Kasey looking for the opening. Almost gets the contact. Doesn't keep it. Offside running. As long as he keeps it flat through the straight, he is going to pull it off.
Oh, no.
Kasey running to the inside.
Dorito?
Might pull the drive. A little bit of contact. How are they going to come through? Offside's going to hold on to it.
Track you got, then he came back
wow.
What a finish.
Good race, man. Good race.
Oh, you too.
What a finish.
That
I
was
was
epic.
like, please, where's the white flag? Please. Where's the white
Well, I guess I'm not putting another Kasey won all the races in the chart there. It's going to be checkered flag for some of our drivers. Conan bringing it in for the final lap. He is going to go downhill.
Oh, damn it. I got a
Or was it uphill?
time penalty on the last chicane.
Oh, he's out of he's in the woods, man. Conan, what are you doing out there?
Boo.
Hearing a lot of actuator coming out of pod 4.
All you got in exchange was good racing.
Yeah.
Oh, those MME shifters, I swear to God. Conan finishing strong.
That was a lot easier.
Yeah, you're welcome. I might do that for future seasons.
Bringing us back out to the quad as he crosses the line. White flag, excuse me, checkered flag flying. And we are done.
Doritos.
Wow.
What a finish.
If I can figure out how to do a donut.
I don't think that is going to do anything to Kasey's championship points. And unfortunate for Dr. Gould, he is not going to pull into second for the league. But offside pulling an incredible upset in the final race of the night. And that is going to end our show, so we're going to do this. Tonight We Race is a community activity.
loved it.
We plan,
Excellent season,
develop,
folks.
and
Thank you
ultimately
so
race
much.
as a community. And if this is the sort of thing that you're into,
thanks,
I
guys.
offer
That
you
was
3
fun.
opportunities. The first, of course, is to join our Discord and just talk shit with the rest of our drivers.
Really fun, guys.
If you are available when the show is
Skill level
broadcasting,
goes
we
through
are
the
always
roof
welcome
on
to have you on
after
as a
6
remote
races.
racer.
So
And
it's like,
finally,
I'm nowhere.
if you are in Seattle near the secret underground racing laboratory, we have all of this to offer you. So until next season, Shoat, thank you. Big ups to Tech for putting together all the camera control. Thank you. Thank you to our local and remote drivers. I'm punching the end of show automation, which means that the soundtrack should come up. And we're done. See you next season, folks.
Confetti.
We should have had confetti. Confetti would have been great. Pop. Thank you, everyone. What an epic finish. I could not possibly have asked for better.
Could you put? I thought there was so much. Some of the. Actually, no. Could you put all the replay files somewhere?
I could put all the replay. Do I really need to take a production fuck up because the soundtrack stops playing on the rear camera? Is that what's going to happen to me?
I mean, on the last.
You would not. God damn it, Show. This fucking thing.